The RNC's communications director made that comment. So for their take on whether or not there is a level playing field, we want a good debate. Here it is. Cruz supporter Kurt Schlichter and Trump supporter Boris Epshteyn. Welcome to you both. Boris, on the Trump side, is the system rigged?
It's rigged, it's broken, whatever you call it. But yesterday's deal will show you that this whole thing is such a joke. I mean, Cruz and Kasich are acting so desperate and doing exactly what voters are turned off by. And you're seeing it in the polls. I mean, even before the deal was announced, you know, Trump is up by over 30 in Rhode Island, right about 30 in Connecticut, huge numbers in Pennsylvania and Maryland. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. And then in Indiana, we were already up by 8 points. And I will bet you, after this deal, a lot of those Kasich supporters are not going to go to Cruz, who's already stabbing Kasich in the back, by the way, by saying it was a one-way decision to pull out of Indiana. Those Kasich supporters are overwhelmingly going to go to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump will win Indiana.
All right. Well, Boris, with all due respect, no one has a crystal ball, but I take your opinion to heart. Kurt, I want to ask you, Senator Cruz once said if a candidate didn't have a mathematical chance, he should drop out. So now he's in that position. Should he take the advice that he very publicly gave when he thought it was only about Kasich?
Oh, look, Deirdre, Ted Cruz is going to win this nomination. He's going to win it on the second ballot. And he's going to do it by doing what Donald Trump couldn't do. Donald Trump has, you know, substituted squirrel chasing and nicknames for hardcore strategy and hard work. That's what Ted Cruz did. There were 17 candidates to start. There's really 2 left. And Ted Cruz is doing the hard work of convincing delegates. He's learned the rules. He's using the procedures. He's doing the things that it's going to take to win, not only against Donald Trump, but against Hillary Clinton. Trump just wants to get on TV and pontificate. Ted Cruz is doing the hard work. That's why he's going to beat him.
All right. Now, Boris, I want to bring this in because Trump is, okay, do you want to respond to that directly?
Sure. About 3 million more people will have voted for Donald Trump than Ted Cruz after Tuesday. That is a huge difference. About 2 million more people have voted for Donald Trump than Mitt Romney in 2012 up to now. So the people are speaking. The Republican Party needs to listen and not listen to Ted Cruz, who's trying to do anything he can to get to the nomination.
So, Kurt, what's your response
Boris,
to those stats?
You know, that matters almost as much. You know, Boris, that really doesn't matter. I had Chinese chicken salad for lunch. That's just as relevant. The fact is, the first guy to get 1,237 delegates wins the nomination. Win the delegates, Boris. Win the delegates.
Okay, so speaking of that, Donald Trump, Kurt, I have to interrupt, and Boris, I mean, Donald Trump is the only candidate with a mathematical path to getting that magic number, 1,237. The RNC communications director also said if Trump, well, he said if he, the implication was Trump, falls short of that bound delegate number, then we will head to a contested convention. It looks like that is the strategy of the other 2 candidates. So, Boris, to what extent do you see the RNC as part of the Stop Trump movement?
I don't really see them as part of that movement. Right now, the movement is actually made up of only 2 people. It's Cruz and Kasich. I'm actually surprised Kasich did that. Before this move, he had a shot to be a VP pick potentially for Trump. Now he doesn't. He could be a VP pick for Cruz maybe in 2024 or whenever Cruz runs the next time after he loses this time. The RNC is not part of this quote-unquote conspiracy, if you want to call it, between Cruz and Kasich. It's a desperate move by 2 losing candidates. And by the way, Kurt did not answer your question about Cruz saying that if he cannot get to 1237, you should get out. He should take his own opinions and take what he suggested Kasich should do and get out of the race.
All right, we thank you both.
Except Cruz is going to get to 1237, just on the second ballot.
No, he won't get on the second one either because he can't get there on the first. On the second, a lot of people will stick with Trump. But you know what? Don't worry about any of that. Trump is getting there by the time convention starts.
All right, Boris, Kurt, thank you. Kurt Schlichter, Boris Epshteyn, thank you both. Glad to have you here.